Hi class, this is your COMM201 instructor Matt. Welcome you into week number 3. Now this is a really interesting week as we're going to be diving into the art of persuasion. Now persuasion is one of those things that takes on a lot of different meanings. There's several different persuasion attempts that are towards us every single day. It could be anywhere from starting off watching a news show. If you have a favorite news program, cable news outlet that you watch, and maybe you're not watching the news, maybe you're watching kind of a column piece, you'll see a lot of political slant that attempts to persuade you that one thing is good or one thing is bad. Another thing, if you watch television or videos on YouTube or even listen to the radio, you're bombarded with advertisements. This happens almost every 15 minutes on the radio, just about every 7 to 10 minutes on television and on YouTube at the beginning, sometimes in the middle, and at the end of your videos. What's happening here is that you're typically getting forms of persuasive communication as these companies are trying to persuade you to buy or try their products or buy their services or anything like that. It's all about trying to get you to buy something. Happens all the time. Now, in public speaking, however, the idea of persuasion doesn't just start with a speaker coming up to the stage and telling you how you should think or should feel. It's not about me coming up and saying, you should do this or you should do that. Not at all. It all starts with understanding the audience that you're communicating with, because whether you're talking to a large crowd or a small crowd, your audience is always going to be different. You have to ask yourself, are these people that are already in line with the position that you're talking about? So, for example, let's say you're advocating wind farms and you're speaking to a group of environmentalists. Well, obviously, they're already in favor of wind farms, so you kind of have to tailor your speech that way. You're not trying to hard sell them on wind farms because they're already there. So what are you trying to give them more of? On the opposite side, what if you're advocating wind farms to property owners in a farm state who are more worried about their property value going down and about how aesthetically unappealing wind farms typically look? Now you've got something a little different. You've got to tailor things a little bit differently. So when it comes to public speaking and being persuasive, you have to understand your audience. It's not just simply, I'm going to get up there and tell you how I feel and I'm going to tell you that you're bad or you're good for thinking the right way or the wrong way. It doesn't work that way. And it really shouldn't work any other way either. It shouldn't work in news. It shouldn't work in advertisements. It shouldn't work that way at all. Unfortunately, it does, but that's how it is. However, for this instance, consider that you need to know your audience. So this week you're going to dive into the art of persuasion and how it relates to audiences. You're going to start with a lecture. Now from there, you can get into discussion. Now make sure you drop your initial post early in the week, say today, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably the latest. Make sure you're active and posting over 3 days during the week. So whether that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever, as long as you're posting over 3 days, that's the requirement. And then also make sure that you're replying to at least 3 of your peers over the course of the week. Then you're going to jump into a part of your portfolio speech. I know everyone has just been waiting and dying with anticipation for that. This is going to be on persuasion preparation. There's a worksheet you're going to download from Blackboard. Then you're going to fill it out and then re-upload it back to Blackboard for me to take a look at. Now, if you have questions, I do want you to reach out to me. You can email me at maclark@bryantstratton.edu, or you can consult with the portfolio project directions, which are also located on Blackboard. And then finally, you've got a weekly check-in due to me by the end of the week. This is due by Saturday. I want you to honestly talk about how you feel like you've progressed in the class to this point and what your expectations are from me as an instructor going forward. And make sure you're honest. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Don't feel like you have to say that all things are great if they're not. I honestly want to know how you feel about things in the class, how you feel about what you expect from me going forward, especially as we start really diving into your portfolio speech and getting into giving speech. I really want to know about that. Now, also, I'm going to look into maybe doing a live session sometime in the evening this week or next. So if you do have maybe any feedback on a day or time that would work for you, I've already got some from a few of you, email me. Again, it's maclark@bryantstratton.edu. Best of luck this week. I'm going to see you in discussion. Until next time, this is Matt, and email me if you have any questions or any issues or anything like that. I'm more than happy to talk them out with you. Have a great week, everybody.